Alright, this is your Native American channel catfish. And we're going to skin him out today and make some nuggets, okay?
From Buffington.
Alright, what we want to do is cut a ring around its bloody head, all the way around. We want to just cut this skin all the way around the head.
Nigga.
Get your knife up in the stomach cavity here. Make sure not to puncture the organs.
That could be a bloody mess, I imagine, mate.
Alrighty, Joe. We got this motherfucker cut all the way around the head, okay? Then we're going to take and run cuts here from the head to the base of the dorsal fin on either side. And then, you know, the yuppies out here, they got their fish skinning pliers. I just use the old pair of channel locks here.
The old basic channel lock.
I grab me a piece of skin like so. I just start pulling it off easily. Try not to let it slip, mate. You know, once the skin gets built up on your pliers here, you got to clean it off. And typically, if I've got more than one, I'll nail their heads to a tree. But for the most part, you know, one fish, you don't have to go to that extent. It might be a little slippery on the table, but you get the concept.
Very interesting, mate.
You know, it can be a slippery mess, but you just gotta take the skin off, and that's what you gotta do. Once you get over the head and the stomach cavity, you can start getting larger pieces of skin.
Boy.
And eventually, you get the whole skin to come off as in one piece.
Very interesting.
This fish here has been dead for a while thanks to my buds, and not skinning so easily. Alright, the skin is gone. That's the first step. Second step is I like to grab these bottom fins here and cut them out of the stomach cavity. Like so. We're going to remove the organs here, the guts, everything out of the stomach cavity and disregard.
Throw it into the lake later, give them some fish food, mate.
Just for shits and giggles here, we're going to see what this fish has been eating. There's the liver that they probably caught the fish on. Yeah, that's chicken liver that the fish swallowed when it bit the hook.
Makes sense.
Other than that, this fish has probably been dormant for the winter. You're not going to get too much else in the stomach cavity. A lot of times you'll see shad, crayfish, and such as that, but we have nothing interesting to look at. Alrighty, mate, we got the skin and the guts removed. We're just going to go for some boneless fillets today. We can take some of the stomach meat, which is already boneless here. We'll put it in the pot to fry. Trying to cut away from the ribs to get boneless. We'll have to clean those up real good in the sink. Alright, I'm going to try to find the ribs in here. Run my knife down along the rib cage into the spine of the fish. I'm going to run my line down through the fin. Then we really just want to follow the bone close as we can get to the spine of the fish to allow for 2 boneless fillets.
Right.
Crikey. There we go. We've got
That
a
looks pretty nice, I
solid
say.
piece of boneless fillet meat here.
Very nice.
I'm going to go ahead and trim him up to go in the fryer. We'll slice him a couple of times. I missed a little bit of meat right here, which is unlike myself, but what we'll do is we'll go back and we'll just get hit like that right there, and that's another nice little sliver.
My beautiful.
Flip the butte over and repeat, you know.
Said process, yes.
You got, you know, right-handed people, left-handed people. Once you flip the fish, you know, you'll realize what your favorite side is, mate. But again, we'll follow along the ribs.
But you are right-handed, but you are left a shooter. So when you
Yes.
fillet knife, you are not familiar, you say, as you are with your weaponry.
We will have to do video number 437 to see about the ambidextrous shooting procedures.
I will see. That will be a later date.
Okay,
Sadly enough.
so we'll not talk about sad times today. It's a good day.
It's a good day. It's the Lord's Day.
This is Sunday in beautiful Hickory Flat, Georgia. You see a lot of people, what they do is they take their money and they go to the grocery store and buy catfish fillets for $5 a pound. But you see here, we're blessed with this by God.
That is true, mate. Yes. He goes before us, settles our mountains, gives us beautiful fish.
Alrighty, mate. We got us some nice little nuggets here to go in the fryer. Unfortunately, my blokes didn't get but 1 fish on their trip, and I had to fast forward the video to the time that I said this. But they always bring it to me for some reason to process, and you know, I don't mind from time to time.
That's nice.
But you see what we have here, the bone, the fillet, you know, if survival scenarios, and just, you know, if you have the time, you can take and cook the meat off the bone and make what they call catfish soup. And catfish soup is another video. But you see, we got a little bit of fillet there, you know. I'm not going to get much more off of this fish, so
Call her good, mate.
call that good. That fish is now turtle bait. Another video. Today with Flip Dick and Nick. That ends the video, and tune in to our next video, deep frying catfish nuggets.